guys, thanks for joining me and welcome to my channel. My name is Varush and this is the Pick a Card channel. You can subscribe and comment down below. Make sure to like my videos, and I want to say thank you for helping to support the video's growth. This is the second channel, so you want to subscribe separately from the main channel, Varush Tarot, Astrology, Horoscope. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well, and I have a great pick a card for you today, and it is a timeless one, so you can watch it anytime. We have three options, 1, 2, and 3, and so basically we're asking, will things improve? Will things be getting better? So today I want to do it a slightly different way. I want you guys to connect with the future, and I'm going to show you each of the top cards to give you insight into what the reading is all about. I want you to connect with the energy of each of the decks to see which one is most resonant for you. If you watch a video and it doesn't resonate, or if it's not something that you want to hear, sometimes we hear things that are triggering or upsetting or we're not prepared to hear yet, feel free to watch another part of the video, okay? So let's begin. So this is number 1, and all my decks are available on Amazon in my shop. So just go in there and I put in all the decks that are available. This one in the middle is an out-of-print deck, so you're not going to be able to get it anymore. Here is the first card, so I want you to focus on this card, see if it makes sense to you, and try to choose based on your feelings about it. Okay, so your first card is the Ace of Cups. This card represents new relationships, new feelings, and new beginnings. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at number 2. We'll see if this rings a bell for you. And number 2, you have the 8 of Flames. This is Mercury and Sagittarius. Quick communication, good news coming fast. So see if this is resonant for you. You can choose different circumstances for these cards and choose between them also. So you can say, oh, I want this to be one situation and this another. This is a timeless reading, as I said, so you can choose another at another time and come back for more information. I have a ton of timeless videos. You can check them out. Timeless pick a card videos, you can check them out in the playlist. Okay, number 3, you guys have the 3 of Cups. And so, of course, this is reunion card, the opportunity to go back into a relationship, to revisit something that was maybe at one point that didn't work out, or progress. This is celebration. This is also coming together with others. So it could be a positive reunion or taking someone back. Okay, so I hope these little cards give you some kind of indication. I did a full reading for each. That cards are down below that. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon, and yeah, thanks a lot. Bye. Hi guys, so if you chose number 1, this is your option, and I'm going to do your reading for you right now. So hopefully you're excited. We're going to see if things are going to be better. Okay, so let's take a look and get some details on that. Your first message is we have the 9 of Cups, and so what we're talking about is you've probably made a really large wish for yourself at some point in your life, and you want that wish to come true, and it's the size of the wish that is such a heavy weight and such a burden for you that is causing you to really be eager about it. And the reason it's so big is the reason why it's taking so long to kind of figure out. Okay, the next message is we have the 10 of Wands. I really want the autofocus on so you guys can see the cards in detail. The 10 of Wands, someone told you you were asking for a lot in life, and you know, you're like, fine, I'll just do it. So congratulations on having like a good attitude and taking a lot on. I've heard Bill Gates say that the only things that we regret are the opportunities we didn't take. So keep that in mind and, you know, really go for it. The next message is the 10, which is the trump called the Wheel of Fortune. I feel as though women are going to provide you help and support, and I think that they will be vehicles for you through which to find great success. I feel as though there's a person around you who's been very busy for a long time, and I think that this person is going to be less busy and more available soon. The next message is we have the Queen of Pentacles, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. She could have water sign transits such as Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. This is the Queen of Pentacles. I feel as though with men, improvement on boundaries. I think that there's improved communication with people setting boundaries in front of you or that you're dealing with. So if you've had a difficult time making a connection with the divine masculine or with a man in your life, I think that's vastly improving and things are getting much better. Here is the next message. We have the page, the Knave of Wands. It's the Page of Wands. I feel as though there's an opportunity coming to go visit a friend or a social group, and that's going to bring you a lot of fun, or a friend is coming to visit from far away. And this is a fun energy, somebody who has good intentions, has good energy with them. Here is the next message. So we have, this card is kind of having a hard time with this display. So we have the Star, which is the Aquarian card. And so this is the card of destiny. There's a real fated event that's about to happen in your family life, and it might be yours or someone else in your family who's getting very lucky with something. There could be a new child born, a marriage, something really wonderful is happening for someone in your family or for you and your family. There's some real wonderful new beginning. Here is the next message. We have the King of Chalices. He's a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Secondary transits in fire, Sagittarius, or Aries. Somebody's made up their mind about you. Somebody has made up their mind about how to proceed with you, where their heart is at, if this is a romantic relationship. I feel like for many of you this has some level of romance to it, or a level of commitment. It could be work as well, in which someone is getting ready to make you a very serious offer. And so I think that your wish is becoming true, and it's coming into manifestation. It's being manifested. So here is the next message, the Eight of Swords. So I feel like with your passion, you see more clearly now about which direction you're meant to go, what's actually happening. I feel like your passion is really directing you on exactly how to solve problems in your life. So when you're facing a problem, there's your desire right now really outshines your problems, so you can find like the smart solution by asking your heart. So that's a really powerful card, actually. Here is the next message. We have the Justice card, the Libra card, and I feel like the fair thing to do, this is maybe a channeled message for some of you out there, the fair thing to do is to take a step back and withdraw yourself from situations that are out of balance. So I feel the thing that is improving for you now is the power to be able to withdraw yourself from situations that are unstable and that are hurtful to you. There's that boundary issue again, so we see that really strong here, right? That's a really strong energy to do with improved boundaries, and also not only improved boundaries, but also like broadening boundaries in some respects, healthier boundaries, that kind of thing. The next message is the Four of Swords. And so here you get an opportunity to rest. I think that you will have very likely an opportunity to rest from your regular life. If it's your regular job, school, whatever, kids, whatever your situation is, you're going to have problems. A rest from problems is coming in, and I feel like that's coming a lot to do with women in your life. Women are providing you with the opportunity to escape your problems, to take a break from your problems, to rest. Here is the next message. We have the Queen of Chalices, a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Secondary transits in water as well. Somebody told you something a while ago. They gave you advice in some way, and maybe you didn't even realize the advice that this woman, she could be a man, was giving. And I think that you're starting to really understand what the message was. There's also a very powerful woman who is siding with you about a situation. She sees your side in things, and I think that she is sort of protecting you, or in some way she is helping a situation in your favor. Here is the next message. We have the Six of Rods, Six of Wands. Your victory is assured, and this is saying that the victory you've won will not be challenged. It will continue. So whatever you have achieved, maybe presumably with this King of Chalices. Now, if you prefer to switch the gender for your preference, then do so. Or if it's not a water sign, that's fine. This King of Chalices is primarily here to say that somebody's heart is open to you. Somebody's heart, somebody is open, someone wants you to be there. Somebody has come to a conclusion about a situation. I feel like they have been deliberating about their situation or circumstances with you for a long time. And I feel like that's unwavering. That's the Six of Wands here. Here is the next message. We have the Seven of Wands. So in this is actually very fortunate, and especially in this position, I feel like anybody who's been taking from you, anybody who's been stealing, anybody who's been ripping you off, that is very quickly changing for the better. Very quickly, the experience of being robbed or blindsided for whatever reason, probably because of females. Females are very important to you at this time, or personal boundaries. These things are quickly being remediated and helped, okay? Here is the next message. We have the Five of Swords. And so I feel like you are slowly going to address a situation in which you had felt a certain degree of failure, a certain degree of shortcoming, a certain degree of problems and worry. So you will now visit a situation that has left you like this Five of Swords in the past. So because of your boundaries, you're approaching this problem in a different way, and the way that you're going to approach it now is going to actually help you. It's going to be actually the solution you have been looking for. Here is the next message. We have the Last Judgment card. And so I feel like they're err on the side of caution for passing quick decisions that you are saying are final. So don't stand there and say, I will never talk to you again. Don't stay there and say, I need this or else. There shouldn't be ultimatums, and there shouldn't be like huge decisions in the sense that you're shutting the door on something or really keeping something out. Allow these energies to shift and move so that you can bring in more opportunity and luck into your life. The next message is the Six of Swords. Well, if you are in a situation where somebody you feel is leaving you, and you feel like somebody's leaving you, or that somebody's going to leave you behind, even if it seems that way, I feel like that is not going to happen. I feel like this person will in some way, there'll be a quick turnaround, and it might be this Queen of Cups who is the person behind that. She has a deep sense of loving energy. She has a deep sense of compassion and understanding, and I feel as though she's directly influencing a situation in your favor. The next message, wow, you're destined to fall in love. That's the Two of Cups in this position. I'm not pulling your leg. This literally means that you will be falling in love with someone. And because of this line, just trust that this King of Cups has had a very, very heavy burden on his shoulders. And so maybe that's what's caused the delay, other responsibilities. But in this is saying it's your destiny to fall in love. It's your destiny to have love in your life. Here is the next message. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Confusion about work is about to leave your life. So if you're feeling confused about work, if you're feeling really weighed down by work, as if you don't know which way you're going, if your job is up in the air, I think you're going to get a lot of clarity very, very soon about that. The next message is the Ace of Pentacles. This is a beautiful position to get this card. You're going to get a gift. I know, I'm just like your good luck fairy today. You're going to get a gift that is going to bring great happiness into your life, so you will be made happy with a present. Here is the next message. We have the Three of Swords. Your general heartache about the world is leaving your life, and this is the last card, and probably how all of this is sort of conspiring to have this sort of outcome. I feel like you are going through a massive transformation in your life in which all the things that have held you back are now being removed. Let's take a look at the bottom of your deck. Wow, okay, I didn't look. This is the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is representative of a new relationship. Look at this. So a new relationship, or the establishment of a new relationship, the addressing of a heartbreak that is going to be, that I feel like your heart's been broken about way more than just a relationship. It's about people, it's about situations, and I feel like that heartbreak is being addressed right now. And on the bottom of this is a new relationship that is coming to you very, very quickly now. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I had a fun time doing it for you guys. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, because this is a separate channel from my main one. On the main channel, go check it out. I have a lot of new videos up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye. Hi guys, thanks for joining me and welcome to my channel. If you chose number 2, this is your reading. So I want to thank you for being here, and I'm excited to do your reading. We're going to read with this deck. I forget what it's called, and it's out of print, so you're not going to get it anyway. But a lot of these prototype decks that are made off of it, this is the original one that is the kind of archetype or blueprint for all the other decks that are designed this way. And I think it's the best one. So let's take a look at your cards to begin with. Okay, I shuffle through as I read. So your first message is the Princess of Cups. It's just a little bit of a bad card because of this angle. Princess of Cups, I don't want to restart this reading because this is a sign that there is a wonderful new relationship that is coming into your life. The theme of your current life's experiences is that of a new relationship. So whatever it is, however it's manifesting, it's something that you've truly wanted. It's unexpected, but I feel as though you reached an ending in a situation. There was an ending in a situation in which there was no way through, and in that moment you realized what you needed. And it was kind of like a humbling experience that caused you to focus on your life better, focus on the people you have around, focus on who you want. The next message is the Emperor. So in this position, it's really interesting. It says that women in your life are extremely powerful. Maybe you are a female who owns a business, or you are very strong in your position. You're in charge of a lot of things, and I think you will continue to be in charge of a lot of things. All the women around you are very strong. They have a lot of access to a lot of different things. They can help you with life's issues. They can see you through in so many situations, you know. They can really help things along. Okay, let's see your next message. We have the star. Wow, this card represents that there will be a relationship that is coming through for you that is extremely significant. This is a relationship that is destined. It could be a soulmate relationship or a true love relationship that you have been waiting for. I feel as though there's a destiny between you and someone that you're with. There's a definite destiny about you and the relationship that you're in. This could be a marriage that is starting to form between two people, or an arrangement, such as a partnership for those of you who don't get married. And then we have the moon. And so when we're looking at this, I think the thing that is really improving for you is you've gone through a period in which people have not necessarily been too honest with you or too straightforward with you. And so I feel like this is a time where you're going to get a lot of clarity from people and your relationships. Here is the next message. We have the High Priestess. And so there is a woman or a man, but I think a woman in your family, who is very powerful and has great insight about life and life situations. I feel like she is playing a huge part in your life at this time. Here is the next message, the Knight of Swords, a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. There was an insult that was made a while ago. It's been a long time that you've been living with the consequences of having been insulted or having crossed someone who was extremely ruthless, extremely violent emotionally. And I feel like you're finally coming to terms with that. And I think that you're finding closure in that situation. And likewise, if you have been sort of trolled or followed by someone, I feel like the situation that's improving is that this person is no longer in some way going to do that. They're going to release you now. And that's not about them releasing you, but they've been inappropriate with you in the fact that the relationship ended and this person was still fixated on you. And I feel like they're coming to terms with that and they're releasing the energy now. And they're not in the right to do it, but the good news for you is that now you will not have to contend with this person's interjections. They could be psychically interjecting, or they could be just emotionally. They could be actually contacting you or someone else. So in some way there's that separation. The next message is the Eight of Swords. And so when we're taking a look at this, we're seeing some kind of there's been delays in your life about things, and I think it has to do with this Knight of Swords. He could be an air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, but he could be another sign. So I feel like there's been delays because of this person, and I feel like those delays are now coming to an end. So there will no longer be obstacles that are holding you back from living your life in the way that you deserve to live it. The next message is the Tower. You will no longer be alone. That's a really beautiful message. I feel like now you're not going to live your life alone any longer. And I have a feeling like that's a permanent change. Such as you've gone through a period in your life where you were significantly alone. Now I think that that is coming to an end. The next message is the Queen of Swords. There's a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, female, possibly a male, who is empowering your life. She is opening doors for you. She's leading the way. She's taking you towards your destiny. Wow, and she's clarifying that mood. She's speaking on your behalf to other people, and she's saving your butt. In other words, she's like fighting on your behalf, you know. I think you have like, it's kind of like an advocate. An advocate is someone who defends others. It's a really beautiful message. Here is your next message. We have the Death card. And so this card represents that in some way something has come to an end. Like I said before, that Knight of Swords energy, the conflict that somebody is projecting onto you is coming to an end now. So sometimes people in some way latch onto us, maybe because they have personal problems, maybe because you said something, you never know. You could have said something nice and it could have set them off. But whatever it is that has happened, it's coming to an end. I feel as though this has been a really grueling and long period in your life. Now, if you are being stalked and or followed, especially if it's anyone on anyone, but especially if you're a female being followed by a man, you need to really take precautions and not use just tarot cards as a way to deal with it. It is a good sign, but I want you to take care of yourself. You know, report things to the police, take notes, all of that kind of stuff. So you're putting an end to something. But actually, I think in this situation, it's actually this person, whatever was making them tick, whatever was making them stuck, it's leaving. They finally reached like the conclusion. They had their eureka moment, or in some way that path for them is coming to an end. So you can just do burn sage or cedar, and just open all your windows, put white candles in your windows, provided that you're being careful with that, and just, you know, ask the energy. This is a timeless reading, but if I'm recording this in the spring, and this is a wonderful time to kind of put a closure in that way to that type of situation. It's a really nice energy, actually. Then we have the Sun. So your happiness will continue. And in this position, your happiness continues and good luck comes into your life. Whatever the situation that was happening, even though it was very difficult, you were accruing karma through it, positive karma. And now it's almost like you're getting your bounce back. So there's a really good energy, you know, bringing you back around. The next message is the Devil. And so I feel like maybe the end in a situation that was holding you back. It's saying again and again, a situation that was holding you back is coming to a very quick end. And I feel like maybe some of you guys prayed to make it go away, and I think your prayers were heard if you have been. And if you feel comfortable, pray to whatever you believe in, but whatever you've been praying to, it's been working. Here is the next message. We have the Strength card. And so there could be a closening of a relationship with a Leo, or someone feels very passionately about you, but they're taking their time. This relationship is evolving slowly, but it's a relationship that I think will continue to grow and improve throughout your life. The next message is the Balance card. This is the card of Temperance in other decks. And what this card represents, and in specifically this position, that it is this Queen of Swords that we talked about, the one here, she in some way is doing something that you're too slow at. So she is the one, she is your mouthpiece. She's defending you, and she is more apt to react quickly in circumstances where you're going really slow. So this is actually saying it's disadvantageous for you to hold back at this time. This is a time for you to push forward, to gain or go after the things that you want in a positive way. I think she's doing your not dirty work for you, but she's the one who's really setting the record straight in a positive way. Okay, here is the next message. We have the Four of Wands. So I feel as though instability in your home is ending. And I think that especially if you've been moving around a lot, or if you don't know where you're going, that kind of thing, don't know where you've really been, and there's been a lot of turmoil in your home, I think that that's really getting figured out really, really fast. I think you said something to someone that really opened everybody's eyes, and I think that that message landed in the appropriate direction. So you may have not even intended to say what you're going to say, but you said it, and great outcome. You did the right thing. The next message is justice. This is the card of Libra. In this position, it looks like there is greater balance coming into your life, greater order, a relationship with a Libra, sun, moon, or rising for some of you. I feel as though the balance is being restored. Remember this Queen of Swords. So the balance is being restored in your favor. Look at these cards. Aren't they so beautiful? They're so intricate. And I can't really use them unless I have autofocus on. So I hope you guys are enjoying this privilege to have crystals all over them. I think that they were made in the 80s or maybe even in the 70s. So they're pretty old. But they're really beautiful. So this is saying that it's your destiny for your life to regain balance again. I feel like for some of you, this was somebody pushed you way off balance, and it could have been as far like as long ago as 20 years ago, or maybe longer. And so I feel like you may see a lot of Libra-like people come through, sun, moon, and rising, as friends and otherwise. And these people are not only meant to be there in your life, but when they start showing up in your life, it's a symbol that that balance is really, really getting solid. And they're there energetically, whether they know it or not, to bring that balance and cohesion into your life. So it's coming, and it's coming really powerfully. Here is the next message. We have the Six of Cups. And so I feel like you had confusion about a soulmate. This was the byproduct of that gnarly energy. And so I feel like now that is being reconciled and fixed. And now you're seeing more closely, more truth about your soulmate, or a very important relationship in your life. I do feel like friends, your social environment has been working against you in order to make the connection with that person. Either gossip or rumors or distractions, but things have gotten in the way to build it in the way that you want. The next message is the turning point, the last judgment. Look at this card. Just my favorite deck, I think. So beautiful. And so I feel like you will be very happy about the decision. Somebody might come back. Somebody that you didn't expect, but somebody might come back, and it's going to be a welcome comeback. I think you're going to be very happy to see them, and I think that this is it's almost like you feel like you missed out on something, and now that thing is coming back around. Here is the next message. We have the Hanged Man. So whatever delays, again, look at this, beautiful. This is so full circle. So the delays you've been experiencing in your life are coming to an end. So you have gone through an extended period in which there have been delays. Things have not gone as smoothly as you had hoped. Well, this is a message that they are now. On the bottom, you have the Eight of Flames. You're going to get good news really, really soon about a situation. You're going to get enlightened about what's going on. It has partly to do with someone finally letting go. And as much as I kind of don't like saying it, because I wish that the world was such that you could have addressed it on your own. But the circumstances were that he or she, in some way, had some ability to affect your life. And they just basically, they didn't necessarily get bored, they just got they got triggered by something, right? And they latched onto you energetically, and now they're letting go. And I feel like it's a really old thing, so it feels super tedious, and whether they are in your life or not, you can still feel their presence, and now that is going to be released. Okay, thank you guys so much. And with that, all the delays, I feel like there's so many delays in your life because of somebody's like pedantic mindset, someone's so static and unchanging and unyielding in their determination towards you that has created a lot of delays. And I feel like those delays are being unpacked. New beginning, right? The Page of Cups is very similar to an Ace of Cups. New beginning, new horizons, new people, clarity on everything starting to move, everything's being lubricated. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye. Make sure to subscribe to this channel, comment, and like. Thank you guys. Bye. Hi guys, thanks for joining me. If you chose number 3, this is your option, and I hope you guys are having a nice day. And I'm reading with this. This is the Tarot of the Dreams of Tarot, or I'll put it in my Amazon shop in the description if you want to check it out, okay? So far the readings have been really great, so hopefully yours is great as well. Let's take a look at your first card. We have the 7 of Wands. So what is changing, or will things change? This is saying that you've had a lot of conflict with people, or there have been a lot of accusations being thrown around. It's you against many, and it's been a continual struggle and a continual reason why you've had to confront or face circumstances in your life. I feel like you feel that you're in the right, and I feel like you feel like this is the right thing for you to do. You're really determined to, you feel the determination that this is the right situation. The next message is the King of Pentacles, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. There's someone who has kind of their life set up. They probably, it's not that they were necessarily born into money, and they could be a man or a woman. A Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, Sagittarius or Aries transits, but not always. This person, it's not that they were born into money. They, in some way, were able to organize that for themselves rather quickly. And so I feel like even when they were children, it's like maybe they didn't have everything in the world, but they already were in command of things. They were in command. What they needed, they had, and they could arrange that for themselves with a fair ease, a certain degree of ease, no matter what their financial situation is. Then we have the Hanged Man. What's changing is that that females with whom you've had delayed relationships, those relationships are now going to progress, and they're going to improve. So there's been a lot of delays in your relationships with women, and now I feel like things are going to really pick up the pace, and things are moving along really nicely for you, actually. Here is the next message. We have the Strength card, and so this is the card of Leo. This also represents that the things that are improving are your sense of intimacy. If you're a man, then your expression of intimacy, or if you're attracted to men, then this is how you will relate to men. You know, it will greatly improve in terms of your expressions of intimacy, how you feel about your relationships with men. You will be much more empowered to live how you feel. So if you like someone, you will feel much more empowered to live altruistically in that moment, that feeling. The next message is the 7 of Swords. And so I feel like I feel as though you had to run or be evasive in terms of your relationships with friends or your relationships with other people. And I feel as though that's coming to an end. Also, if you feel like you've been attacked socially, then I think that is also greatly improving at this time. Okay, so let's take a look at your next row. We see the Fool card. There's a new beginning with regard to your family, a new beginning with regard to your relationship. If you're in a serious relationship, this could be the marker that you are now entering into a very serious relationship that has great opportunity and great light in your life. Let's take a look at your next message. We have the Ace of Swords. A message, there will be a message that comes to you. I feel as though maybe a relationship had been really out of the picture for a while, and I feel like there was some degree of misunderstanding, maybe possibly some degree of immaturity, possibly some degree of just poor communication between people. And I think that you have in some way been waiting for things to roll along. It makes me feel like it's a family member, because in families, that's how you are connected with people. So maybe there is some kind of reaching out energy now regarding, I really feel like a relationship that had been stagnant and in a negative phase is now being improved. Okay, let's see your next message. We have the King of Cups, a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Secondary transits in fire, Sag, Leo, or Aries, possibly. But this is a person with an open heart. Somebody is giving you something. They have an open heart. They love. They're facilitating for you energy. They're praying for you. They want good things to enter into your life. If you do date men, this is signaling the fact that you are much more passionately open towards a relationship. If you're dating women, this is a woman who was not necessarily open to a relationship with you before, and now she's kind of come around. If this is not a romantic relationship, then that can be also true for platonic, such as a friend who didn't want to be a friend who now is coming around. Here is the next message. We have the Four of Pentacles. So I feel as though there is someone who has been withholding. There's a strong message here to do with holding, being held out, being sort of betrayed socially. All those things are now coming to an end. So if someone's financially withholding from you, I feel like that is really being removed from your life. Let's see your next message. We see the Knight of Cups, a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. Secondary transit in air, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. This King of Cups, the Knight of Cups, somebody is coming in with an emotional offer. This could be an offer of friendship, an offer of support. I think you can see him kind of looking over at that Seven of Wands, the first card I laid down. I feel like he sees you struggling. I feel like he's seen you have to defend yourself from a situation, and I think that really woke him up to some truth. He could be a man or a woman, but I think that he's now coming to be by your side. So there's this message of camaraderie, of friendship, of loyalty, of protection, alliance. Here is the next message. We have the Page of Pentacles, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Now this is something that will really even out the playing field. It will set a new path for you in your life, a new direction. There's a new career opportunity, a new business, some kind of new avenue through which you are being offered a way through. This is going to alleviate the pressure you have on your life. in the conditions that have led to, in some way, the delays or the treacherous experiences you have been having. This stuff, the competition has been really intense, and I think that there is a new path that you're pursuing, or some kind of new answer to things that removes you from an overly competitive or overly harsh environment. Here is the next message. We have the Five of Pentacles, and so I feel as though you will not be alone in moments when you need people there. They will be there for you. I think that there is reciprocity for the energy you have put out in the world. If you've been volunteering, then that energy is coming straight back to you through people around you. It may not be from the exact organizations through which you've volunteered through or connected through, but it is an energy that is sustaining and helpful to you. I feel as though the King of Pentacles is very much on your side, and I feel as though he will financially help you, and he will continue to be by your side. You have very strong kings that are helping you. Now, they can be men or women, but kings denote people of means, people who have a lot of money, people who have great connections, people who are very emotionally mature, and people who don't let other people down. Here is the next message. We have the Knight of Swords, a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, secondary transits in Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. I feel as though the fighting will stop. This card can mean a person, but I think that this has a lot more to do with the environment you've been in. The fighting is going to stop. The confrontations are going to stop. The attacks, the belittling, whatever kind of energy that is disrespectful to you, this has to do with respect. So this has to do with you standing up for yourself, protecting yourself. And so this is ending the constant attacks. I think the energy is shifting, and I think that the energy of very strong king energy is coming in. So it's like you're less alone, you're less out there on your own, and you don't have to necessarily fight your own battles anymore. Here is the next message. We have the Four of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio came to mind. There's an offer being made, possibly from a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Be on the lookout, because there will be some kind of offer that is being given to you in your life at this time. There is some kind of offer that is being considered. You're being considered for an opportunity in your life. The next message is the Eight of Pentacles, Sun in Virgo. Overworking is not your friend at this time. So trying to just put in too much work, overworking, obsessing about something is not in your best interest. I think your focus should be maybe towards your interpersonal relationships with other people, honing in and spending time with people who are around you at this time. You need to spend more time on the interpersonal experiences and relationships in your life at this time. Less focus on work, more focus on social stuff, maybe to do with your family. Maybe there's a new baby being born into your family and you're supposed to help with it, or maybe there's some other opportunity that's coming in. Here is the next message. We have the High Priestess. So there was a prophecy that you heard on YouTube, possibly. Here, I'll show you her. We have a cloud over here. So there was a prophecy and I talk to a lot of people every year, and people come to me with all sorts of fears and worries because maybe someone said to them, something bad will happen. They scare them, or there's something malevolent in their future. Well, this High Priestess is saying that prophecy or it could have also been in your head. I've had that happen where suddenly I had the idea that something really bad was about to happen, or I had a bad dream and I was waiting for it to come true. Whatever it is that is kind of frightening you, I feel like that's being addressed and coming to an end. You will no longer have that bad prophecy hanging over your head. The next message is the Temperance card, Sagittarius. You are destined to create something beautiful. You are destined to create something beautiful and transformative in your life. I feel as though your destiny is to be an artist or to do something creative. Even if you're a scientist, or even if you are working in like a very scientific or entrepreneurial sort of capacity, you're going to do something creative with it. And even your times in your life in the past where you had less money than you necessarily would like to have, or when money was tight, those times are going to actually lead in directly into your awareness of how to get the most out of your situations, and it's going to inform this creativity. You're going to speak through that creativity. That's a beautiful message. Let's see your next message. We have the Six of Pentacles. And so what this represents is that there was a situation in which, I was just getting into the moment. There was a situation in which there was great reciprocity in a relationship, and then it got funny. Like, you didn't know if you needed to give more, if the other person needed to give more, and it got really confusing and it got really awkward. And in some way, I feel like you brought some negative energy onto yourself because of fears or because of worries. And I feel like that's really being clarified now, to the point that you are no longer going to be afraid that you caused yourself some bad outcome. There's no such thing that's going on here. It was just a fear. See, that's that fear. You have a fear in your belly that you brought your own doom on. I knew someone who would say doom and gloom all the time, and it's just, no, this person, it was their joke, like, don't be doomy and gloomy. He would say that to people. So it's like, yeah, it's not, but we all do it. And the word is, in psychology, it's catastrophizing, when you assume that bad things will happen. It's one of the, depression is a common disease. I'm not saying you have depression or anything like that. I'm not qualified to say that, but I feel like depression is a common issue that people struggle with, and one of the cornerstones of depression is actually catastrophizing, when you assume about a future event that something bad will happen or they'll be worse than, you make it out to be some catastrophe, some huge thing, doom and gloom, right? So I feel like you may overall understand that, but on some level you have been in some way fearing that you haven't been giving enough, or you didn't give enough in a situation, and now your karma's screwed. So this is saying that at this time you are going to have that clarified. That's going to be improved. The next message is the Two of Cups. Happiness, joy, love. Happiness, joy, love is coming into your life. And that's guaranteed right here. You're not the only option to have gotten that card. And then both cards came in the perfect position. So this is the perfect position for this card. You will be made very, very happy. You have a very high chance of having a relationship with a Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising. There's something there. There's a real true love. There's a real true connection. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, change and transformation. Okay, change and transformation. Your life is about to take off. If you chose this option, I feel like your life's about to take off. And I wonder if some of the attacks or the conflicts you have been facing were not to do with people psychically picking up on the fact that you're about to glow up, and then they get jealous and nervous and they start wiling out. So you're about to, like, I think you're going for something great. On the bottom is the Three of Cups. So that's a reunion card. So maybe a reunion with someone from the past. Maybe it's this King of Pentacles. Maybe it's a Sagittarius. And it could be a man or a woman. So please adjust it to your circumstances or your disposition. But it looks pretty good from here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I will talk with you soon. Take care. Bye.